Oh, hello there. Welcome back to LCS Garage, and welcome to Inside the Backdraft Cobra. You have to excuse my hair if you can understand that driving around a car like this, there's never going to be a good hair day. It just kind of flops all over the place. But welcome to the Backdraft Cobra, the 1965 Backdraft Cobra. As you saw in the little montage, it's blue with white stripes. I have a Roush 427R, which is, for me, a 427 is the only motor you can have in one of these. I considered back when I was building it to get a Coyote motor. Obviously, like, you have a lot more drivability, you probably better fuel economy, but nobody cares about any of those things when you drive a car like this. This car is an event. There's nothing about it that's normal. You're gonna hear in clips when you start it. When you drive it around, it's like an earthquake and a thunderstorm combined in one, because you're shaking all over the place, and it just sounds incredible. It's a pretty useless car overall, because you have to find the perfect day to drive it. It can't be too hot, definitely can't be too cold, and it can't be raining. There's no top on this. This is just the way it is. But it is, as much as it doesn't make sense, it is just perfect. I had it as a poster on my wall when I was a kid, and after seeing Bad Boys 1, it kind of solidified. You have to have a Cobra. Definitely the Ford versus Ferrari kind of brought back some of that enthusiasm about this car, and it's hard to lose enthusiasm, honestly, because it, for the most part, living up here, it sits in the garage most of the time. But on days like this, when I can go to enjoy it, it makes it all worthwhile. But some quick specs. This is, again, built by Backdraft Racing. They're located in South Florida. There's like 3 or 4 main companies that make these kind of Cobra. They're not kit cars, they're recreations, fancy way of saying it. You don't actually build the car, they do. But there's the Super Performance, there's Backdraft, there's Kirkham, I think, is one of them, and there's that Factory 5. And I think the better of the 2 out of the 3, I guess, would be Super Performance and Backdraft. And the reason why I went with Backdraft is actually like multifactorial. One, because at the time they were local. It was nice to have the support of a factory close by to where I lived. I definitely looked at performance. I was reading that although the Super Performance tends to have a nicer, I guess, fit and finish, as far as like the paint, some of the trim panels, the Backdraft was the one that drove the best. For the most part, this is like a tube chassis, and the suspension components are based, I believe, off an E36 M3, if I'm not mistaken, brakes, things like that. So it's easy to find parts, it's easy to make this car drive really nice. And as you'll see today, we take it for some hot laps. We have some fun with it. It is a kind of awkward seating position, in the sense that the trans tunnel is so large to fit this big motor and transmission that you actually kind of sit with your body facing towards the left. It was weird to get used to in the beginning, but I mean, now it's fine. You kind of feel like you're sitting in the middle of the car here, but again, it's just you're facing towards the left just a touch. There's no dead pedal, so your left foot sits on the clutch the entire time. That's something to get used to. Seats are very comfortable. This is a great cruiser, and the way this is geared, I mean, it's kind of weird. I'm assuming that most people don't track these cars. It's just kind of a cruiser, but I don't know what rear end I have in this. Honestly, I forgot the gearing, but it's meant to like cruise on the highways. I can go 80 miles an hour and I'm hitting 1800 RPM, if that. So that is fun on the streets, not so good on the track, but again, it's a whole different experience. So we'll drive it around now. I can't talk and drive at the same time. I've tried it a couple times now. You literally can't hear anything besides wind noise, but we'll drive it around. We'll have some fun, and you know, stay tuned. Ready for a start. Alright guys, welcome from live at the gas station. I am always here. But today we're going to go for a leisurely stroll. Check it out. So in this clip, we're heading towards basically our favorite place in the area, Pineview Run. I've showed it a bunch of different times in the different videos with the Miata, and it's basically a automotive enthusiast club. They have a lot more than a track. That's basically all I go there for. But they have skeet shooting, they have horse riding, they have UTVs and ATVs. It's really like an awesome, awesome place that's allowed me to really enjoy the cars a lot. It's only like about 25 minutes from the house, so it's really wonderful. It's a short technical track, but they have competitive time attack and drifting. So as you can see with me, I just have my GoPro bag and my helmet. I'm just going to take it easy on the track and have some fun, stretch its legs. Nothing crazy, but enough talking. Let's hear that exhaust rumble.
Yeah, you're good to go.
Alright, dude.
I love the sound of this thing, man. Holy hell.
so again, hair's still a mess, but we are back in the garage, all tucked in. What an awesome day. Just a perfect day to drive around. It was awesome temperature, and we had such a good time on the track. And again, this wasn't like meant to be a track day video, chasing times, all that fun stuff. This was just a chance for me to enjoy the car, to, you know, kind of stretch its legs a little bit legally, and just, you know, be a part of this experience. You know, the noise is intoxicating, so it's just always fun to hear it. Funny enough, I did end up getting a pretty good lap time. I mean, not for the Cobra, because I was still taking it pretty easy, but when I push my Miata 10/10ths, I'm basically at a 120. I think it's like a 119.9 or something like that. I was able to hit a 118.4, literally just putting around, as you saw in the video. I didn't push it hard at all because I'm honestly pretty terrified of this car. But as a review of this car, I mean, I've had it for a couple of years. As I've said before, it's a useless car. It really it makes no sense, but I wouldn't really have it any other way. I mean, it is so awesome in every sense. The driving experience is really like a visceral driving experience. You know, there's no power steering, there's no ABS, there's none of the electrical nannies to slow you down. It's just you connected with the car, and that's what really makes this so special. I mean, it also doesn't hurt that you know, I have 550 horsepower on tap, and you know, it's all, your traction control is dependent on your right foot, but it's just cool. You know, it's completely different than anything I've ever driven, and I always talk about selling it one day because I have limited space, I have other expenses, we have, you know, other things coming, but I don't know if I can. It's just too cool, you know? And it's so special because one thing that's that I did, I don't know if you can see this, but the inside band, I don't know, let's try to get some light on it. Whatever. The inside band is the same wood that I have on my steering wheel. So, it's solidified. It's never going anywhere. But I'm rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys just kind of put your headphones on blast and enjoy the exhaust sound clips. But I'll see you guys next time.